Give it up for Sean Harper. I'll invite you guys again, you guys in the back, if you want to move up. It's a lot of fun up here. Just, don't talk to your neighbors, I guess, or something like that. No smoking. We did that part of the show already. Okay, just wanted to remind you guys. Okay, the next comic is a really nice young lady. You may have seen her in Nick at Night on Momedies. Next week she's going to Broadway, Ladies Comedy Room. Let's hear it for Tara Zimmerman.
All right, Tara. Yes, see, I'm a lady, so I got to push. Woohoo!
Hey y'all. How's everybody doing? Good. My name is Tara Zimmerman and I'm super happy to be here. I tell you what, I'm happy to be anywhere. I'm glad to be out of the house. Yes, I am. A little something about myself. I have been married to my beloved Bob for 33 fun-filled years. And we have been married to each other the whole time at the same time, no breaks. Mostly because neither Bob nor I have the time, the money, or the inclination to get in good enough shape to appear naked in front of another human being for the rest of our lives. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Some of us do. We're staying where we are. We're just staying where we are. But the best thing Bob ever did for me, y'all, is he took me away from my family. Bless his heart, I tell you what. I come from a good old Southern family. Southern Indiana. You know you come from a Southern family if when you're born, your grandmother is 28 years old. See, y'all are an intelligent bunch. You did that in your heads, you got it right away. I've been places like Arcadia, they're like, yeah, boy, no. A night out for my family is an AA meeting. We call it free donut night. We got that cousin, y'all. We got that cousin. Been on the Maury Povich show 4 separate occasions. Still trying to figure out who that baby daddy is. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. You just gotta let it go. Yeah, I was just thinking, Thanksgiving's coming up, so I'm gonna be spending time with the family. And I always end up at the table there, at the Thanksgiving table. They always shoot me sitting by Aunt Effie. Aunt Effie's like 97 years old. She don't remember who anybody is anymore. And she always, she can't remember who anybody is, And she turns around to me and she says, "Hon, Aunt Effie, so glad you're here today to be with the family." She says, I made this oyster dressing just for you, because I know how much you love it. And I'm thinking, who do you think I am? And I try to be nice and polite, because she's 100 years old. And I say, Aunt Effie, I said, I'm gonna, I really don't care for any this year. And then all of a sudden, her eyes turn black, and her head spins around, and she looks at me and she says, "I made that special for you. It was a pain in the ass. Eat it!" That's joyful going back home when you know you're going to have the love and the, of your family. And one thing, Marty was talking about Ancestry DNA. Has anybody done Ancestry DNA? No. Did you find out anything fun? Oh, did you? Okay, well, I won't put you on the spot because I don't want you bearing your soul here at a comedy show with these people. But I didn't find out anything exciting, y'all. I found out I'm 82% British.
Wow.
Which isn't a big shock because my mother was born in Britain.
Yay.
I want you to know though, my best friend Sandy, she adopted all 3 of her boys in the 80s. And when they grew up and became men, they decided they wanted to check their ancestry DNA. And her oldest found out that he's Caucasian. It's just serious. It's a true story. Which was really, his wife was not happy because she said she only dated black guys. But they're staying together for the children. They're staying together for the children. Yeah. So I'm 82% British. And I also found out I'm 19% European.
Well then,
Now, those of you who are good with math,
how are you doing?
I know one of you up here is good with math. That means I'm over 100% Caucasian also. I glow. It's a wonder I had enough rhythm to reproduce. But yeah. Being from a Southern family, my dad was speaking of, is there a veteran up here? Thank you for your service, Doc. My dad, yay! My dad was in the Army 25 years, Lieutenant Colonel. I am the caboose kid. So I didn't get as much, military as the older kids did. But my mother's family has something I call Southernisms. Now, Southernisms have come also to our regular vernacular of life. One of my favorites is y'all. I love y'all. And I like it when you say, when I'm at my family's house and they say, okay, y'all are going to stay over here, but then all y'all need to come and move it in here. Because we're fixing to start eating. Fixing. That's like we're going to get ready to do that. I reckon so. Yeah. I sat there for a long. What are we reckoning? What are we doing? Well, we're thinking that that's going to happen. We reckon so. My favorite though is y'all ain't right. Y'all just ain't right. That didn't make any mistake. Means they're a little nuts, a little crazy. And everybody's favorite, bless your heart.
Oh yeah.
Bless your heart. Now, those of us that know, I have been to Newport Road. But if you don't know because it's not Southern enough, bless your heart does not mean bless your heart. It means that you're stupid. That you have done something ignorant. And my grandmother used that on me a lot. Which means I'm one of the dumb ones. And then my mother added one, which was really great, in Christian love. You can say anything, almost, if you preface it or end it with in Christian love. Like, this is another one of my Aunt Margaret's. We need to be a-praying for Sally. Cousin Sally, she pregnant again. Yes, Lord. She pregnant again. We don't know who the baby daddy is. We don't know, but we need to remember her in prayer in Christian love. That is a beautiful dress you have on, doll. Just beautiful. It'd be much nicer if it fit you right in Christian love. But you fall into things when you're raised a certain way. And I found myself when my son was in high school, I'd start leaving him notes of stuff to do at home. And I'd sign it in Christian love. Till he started answering me in notes and said, no, in satanic hatred. I don't know where he gets this sense of humor from. I just don't know. And my Aunt Margaret, I love her to death, I'm named for her, but she used to say stuff like, y'all better commence to hurrying. That means y'all better hurry up. And then my mother used to call us into dinner and say, y'all better come in and have some of this, it's starting to go bad. How appetizing is that, may I ask you? Because the labels that tell you when thing expires, that was just a suggestion to my mother. She's one of them people that says, smell this. And I'm like, no, if you want me, no, yes. My husband and I, Bob, we stay up at night sometimes trying to figure out who has the weirdest family. And what's so great is we're running neck and neck. Since it's Veterans Day, I'm gonna share a story for you. It's kind of patriotic but not real. It was about this past 4th of July. I had the joy and the privilege of going to my husband's family's house. My brother-in-law, Mike, you'll hear more about him later. He has a beautiful lake home in Michigan. And every 4th of July, he opens it up to all 5 of his siblings, their wives, their husbands, their children, the in-laws, the outlaws, hangers-on, whatever. And we all gather up there and we have us a real good time. We do. There's swimming and we drink beer, and then there's laying out in the sun and we drink wine coolers. Then we go on the pontoon boat and we have margaritas. Then we go out and we go skiing and we take shots. Then sometimes we go on the jet skis and we'll come back and have daiquiris. Usually we set off fireworks and get arrested. Just that one year. Just that one year. Just that one year. And what's interesting about it is we're averaging about 35, 40 people there on a 4th of July. There's only 4 veterans. Yeah, it's exciting. I tell you what, we're like cordwood in there. It's terrible. And then, of course, we always have to run out to the retirement home and pick up Grandma Betty. Grandma Betty, 97 years old. She's one of my sisters-in-law's mother. And she got the big white hair, and she wears the cataract sunglasses at all times. At all times. And she wears them velour workout suits. Don't matter what time of year it is, but they're all different colors. Do we know this woman? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And she's wearing them gray shoes. Some of y'all don't know. You wait. It'll happen. And they have Velcro on. Yes, they do. And her walker has them tennis balls. Oh, it's great. Here she comes. Coming in. But you know what they did this past 4th of July, y'all? The great-grandsons, who were like teenagers, they kept feeding her those Jello shots, the red, white, and blue ones, you know? And it was sick, really, because she's like trying to suck that out of there. She was having a terrible time. You know, it's hard. She thought it was a dessert. She kept saying, "This is really tasty, but I don't know why it's so small." Yeah, we're going to hell, but y'all are too, because And we were really blessed this past 4th of July because Uncle Bucky came with his new wife, Judy. Their names are changed. For the protection of somebody. I don't know. Maybe good. Well, Uncle Bucky and Aunt Judy are probably in their mid-60s, and they're large folks. They're fluffy, hardy. They're hardy. In fact, they was wearing life preservers and their head looked real little, and then you don't know. And since they is they're newly married, they had lost their other spouses, previously. They decided they had a cocktail or 12, and they decided they were going to go out on a romantic jet ski drive. Don't do this, kids. Don't do this. Don't do it. And Mike sent, Mike. His name ain't Mike. It's not Mike. Bucky sent him on a jet ski. Oh, Bucky. So he had like 12 cocktails. He forgot to put that little clip on the key for the jet ski. Yeah. So they get on this jet ski, so it's already like, hello, oh Lord. Because they're riding together because it's romantic, right? So they take off and get right past where we can see them at the house and fall off the jet ski. Now, Judy's not a good swimmer. This is a true story. You don't make this stuff up. This is why it's so good. Judy is not a good swimmer. But somehow, she got herself, tumbled over to the side of the lake. And now, if you've ever been to SeaWorld, back in the day, and seen the big seals or Shamu, when they used to come up on the deck, remember what happened. And the entire time that this is happening to Judy, she's screaming, SOS! 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 I done lost my Bucky! My Bucky dead! Oh Lord, help me! SOS! Now the people on the lake are good people. They came out and like fished her out. And now Bucky, he's out there swimming, trying to catch that jet ski that's going, don't do this. Just let it go. And the jet skis are going around in a circle. So anyway, Bucky's out there thrashing. And thank goodness for our family, a wonderful veteran was on his pontoon boat with his wife and his 2 children and his mama trying to enjoy the holiday. Just a putting out there. And the reason we knew he was a veteran, also the fact that we met him and thanked him for, what he did, is because he had a prosthetic leg. And it was all decked out for the holidays. It had it was one of the titanium ones, and it had American flags and eagles and stuff on it. Well, he sees Uncle Bucky out there thrashing around. So he goes out there and he saves Uncle Bucky. Yes, the wonderful man with the prosthetic leg had to jump in and save Uncle Bucky. So they're getting Uncle Bucky up into the pontoon boat. Unfortunately, Uncle Bucky's trunks had fell off. But his mama was prepared. She had a flamingo towel. She wrapped Uncle Bucky up and everything was okay. And his kids don't have to have therapy or nothing. So anyway, that's just one of the outings. Everything worked out. We got the jet ski and everything worked out. And Bucky and Judy are still with us today. So that's just one of the fun stories of an outing that I have at my husband's family house. But as I was saying, my brother-in-law who owns the house, I do get along really well with them. That brother-in-law and my sister-in-law, they were married the same year Bob and I were, 33 fun-filled years ago. And at the time we were living in downtown Chicago. And oh my God, we had so much fun. I love Chicago. We used to go drinking and dancing, and we ate really good food, stayed out till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
33 fun-filled years later, you know what we do now for fun? We play board games. It's as exciting as it sounds. It is, it's as exciting as it sounds, I'll tell you. And it was our turn to have the board game night at our house. So I went out into the garage and I decided we were going to go retro. So I found that game Operation. Y'all remember that game Operation? That's the guy with the big belly and he takes his bones out with tweezers and he goes, that'd be fun. So I brought the game in, put the box on the table, took the lid off the box, and guess what I found? What? A bag of marijuana. And it wasn't mine. So I'm pondering for a bit, and I'm sitting there thinking, well, I mean, where I live, it's legal with a card. It's legal. None of us have a card to my knowledge. And now I'm still sitting there pondering. Now, I want you to all bear with me. I don't know how you feel about things. This is just me telling a story, a comedic story. Legalized marijuana is not all bad. Case in point. Our beloved daughter Marissa has just obtained her master's degree from Oregon State University. Keyword there, Oregon. Everything legal in Oregon, y'all. Everything. Everything illegal. Stuff we ain't thought of is legal in Oregon. And I went to visit her for her birthday recently. I get there, and she says, I'm going to take you to a dispensary. I'm like, well, okay. I thought it was like one of the little smoke shops like we have at our place. No, they're 3 stories tall. They have like drugs in each, it's dedicated. And she took me up to the cannabis counter, and little Brittany came up to talk to me. They have people named Brittany and Tiffany and Jason working there, where they have like the little name of the organization on their polo. It's like an industry. And anyway, little Brittany says to me, hello, how may I help you today? Are you looking for something
that will help you with sleep or to relax? Or do you have chronic pain? Or are you looking for something more euphoric?
I said,
I need it all. Okay, I should be able to do this. I tell you. Yeah, call me Marty. Okay. Yay! Look at that.
got it right away. That's for me going to Oregon. I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, but of course, our beloved daughter was in Oregon, so I knew it didn't belong to her. So my mind turned immediately to our beloved son, Bobby, who is a recent graduate of the University of South Florida. Go Bulls. And he has a degree in accounting. Of course, he's still living at home, saving money. So it didn't take a lot of sleuthing for me to figure out who it belonged to at my house. But I'll tell y'all something. That's the best damn games night we ever had. I don't even remember what we played. We had a lot of snacks. Now we're working on getting a card. Yes, we are. But you know, it just shows me that I'm getting older. I don't get out like I used to, like you young people. I don't get out like I used to, which might be a good thing. Because when I was younger, y'all, not only was I a friend of Jack Daniels, we dated. All through high school and college. He was cheating on me with some of y'all too, I see. Practically lived together sophomore year. He may be the biological father of my oldest child. If not, he had a lot to do with it, I'll tell you that much. But if you're lucky, you get older, you get more mature, you come to realize that Jack Daniels, Captain Morgan, Jose Cuervo, not your friend. Not your friend. Case in point. It's been about 6 years ago that I had a reunion with my friend Jack Daniels on my birthday. Yes, I did. And somehow during the evening's festivities, I procured a tattoo across my lower back of my beloved husband Bob's name. I would think God was just Bob, yeah. But I was ashamed. I was very ashamed. I was ashamed. I went home, showed the family. My daughter at the time, high school, looked at me and said, "Mama, you've got a tramp stamp." And I'm like, but I really shouldn't have worried about it. Because as I have aged, Joe, it seems to be falling down into my butt crack. It don't even say Bob anymore. It just says it ain't easy getting older. You sweet. And you're up here. I'm not really mean to you. I'm not, because I got kids your age. But I'm gonna tell you, especially you cute little girl. I want you guys to wear your short dresses and your tight jeans and your daisy boots and spaghetti straps. I want you to do this. I do, and I want you to take your pictures. I want you to put them on Snapchat, Instagram, all that. And I want you to enjoy it, because I'm going to tell you what, someday you're all going to turn 40, and you're going to swell up like a fish. I don't know why. And I'm not bitter. I'll tell you what, I'm not bitter. But, it's hard to get in shape, I think, at my age. I do, rounds of shape. Bulbous is a shape, And I'm a realist, Joe. I know the only way I'm getting a smoking hot body is if I spontaneously combust during a hot flash. Only way I'm getting the body I had when I was about y'all's age is with a lot of plastic surgery, I'll tell you that. And unfortunately, I don't have enough money to get everything done at one time, so I will have to do it with Groupons. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. And does anybody like Groupons? There you go. All right, Groupons. But you gotta be careful when you're using a Groupon, you young people, if you ever use a Groupon. Because you gotta read that fine print, that's right. And also, if it's too good to be true, y'all, it's too good to be true. Case in point, I found a Groupon for a massage. A full body. We got the same Groupon? Was it a couple's massage?
I posted it.
Okay, there you go. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. But anyway, see if this seems familiar to you. Okay? Okay, here it is. It was for a full body massage with the little hot stones and the oil where you got to pick your own scent and everything. Are you ready for $19.99? $19.99. Oh, yeah, no kidding. That's what I say. Yeah, I should have known. When it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. But I'm like, sign me up. I'm taking this here $19.99 massage. Now, I should have known there was going to be a problem. I should have known there's going to be a problem when I went to the address, and it was one of those used store places. You know, where people like put their stuff, with the garage doors, like it's another garage. Yeah, you store it. Yeah, that's where it was. And I was like, I must be at the wrong place. But little Tiffany comes running out with a clipboard. She says, "Are you here for the Groupon massage?" And she kind of lulled me into a false sense of security, because I'm thinking, if little Tiffany's here, it should be fine, right? She's wearing a polo and everything. So she brings me in, and they had done a really good job there in Bay 45. They had put up some really nice dividers, and they hung some sheets and some nice stuff. It was very flowy. And they had like the little Buddhas and the incense burning and the little fountain and stuff. So I'm thinking, hey, okay, I'll give it a try. So little Tiffany, she takes me into one of the rooms, and if you've ever had a massage, they got the tables with the little donut thing in the top there, and that's where you shove your head. So I had got all, comfortable, and got my head in the donut hole. And all of a sudden, I hear this god-awful noise. It's like, boom, 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 boom. And all of a sudden, the screen slams open, and standing there is the biggest woman I've ever seen in my life. She's about 6'4", weighed 350. Looked like a cross between like one of them cosmonauts and a lumberjack. And she looks at me and she says, "My name is Helga. I give you massage." And I'm like, oh, good God in heaven, Mary and Joseph, help me. She says, "I give you a good massage." And I see she's getting up on a chair. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be a problem. Woman pile drive right into my lower back. And I'm like, I can survive this, but if she starts getting the rocks out, I'm going to have to, fight back or hide or hit her with the Buddha or something, I don't know. But I survived. I survived the $19.99 massage from Helga. I go home, of course, I look beat up. I look and Bob says, "My God, what happened to you?" I said, "I got a Groupon massage." And he said, "Well, did you tip her?" I said, "Hell yes, she's got her address. She can take us, I swear to God." So just be aware. Also, I'm not picking on you. I never do that. I'm a wonderful person. I am, really. What is your name, pretty girl? Savannah. Everybody say hi, Savannah.
Hi, Savannah.
Okay, Savannah, I'm just sharing information with you. It's just an FYI. Okay, are you from Florida? No. Are you from Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Cool, I've been to Rhode Island. Like I said, I was in a comedy festival. But anyway, I regress. Right, in Florida we have these little magazines called our Clipper magazine. That's where we get our coupons. Do you know that right now in the Florida Clipper magazine, probably available anywhere, there is a coupon for a Brazilian butt lift. Starting at $3,400. Not that you need it, Savannah. You and your entire party are highly attractive people. Keyword there for me, y'all, started at $3,400. How much y'all think this is going to put me back? About 10,000? Be cheaper for me to hire a little guy to walk around behind me and carry my ass. It ain't easy. It ain't easy getting older. It's not. Menopause is rough. It is. You know, combustion and hot flashes. I tell you, and there's the 7 dwarves of menopause. Yep. There's sweaty, itchy, bitchy, sleepy, forgetful. I can't remember the other two. Yep. You guys know them. There you go. They're massage people and they know the 7 dwarves of menopause. It's my people. It's my people right here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. But you know, have you all noticed being in an industry where, you know, we work with people, that people are odd? People are odd. I learned this very early. My first job, I was 15 years old, and I worked in one of them twisty curls. Have you ever seen that? It's like a little hut in the shape of an ice cream cone. Yeah, have you seen them? And then they have 2 little windows that people cover. I'm 15 years old, first day there at the job, and a guy shows up, he's wearing a suit, he's driving a car, he's an adult human being. He walks up to the window, knocks on the window. I opened the window and said, "May I help you?" And he says, "Do you sell ice cream here?" I'm like, "No, we're an insurance company." I'm in an ice cream cone, you know? There you go. There you go. I've never had a normal job. Never. Well, first of all, my degree's in psychology. My master's in art therapy. Hire me. Ha ha. I'm going to tell you why you got problems and why you're attracted to that couch. But anyway, after I got my degree in psychology, I decided I wanted to see the world, so I became a flight attendant. And it was fabulous. It was really fabulous. But you find out people are a little weird. Then I worked in an art gallery in downtown Chicago, and that's where I met my beloved husband, Paul. And that's where I had my children, Bobby and Marissa. Is anybody? I know you have 7 children.
That's right.
Is there anyone else out here that is a parent that somewhat claims their children? I understand. Yes, I am blessed with 2 beautiful children. And then there's that other one. We're not going to talk about that. Always. But you know, I learned something when I had my children. And I mean, I already had a degree in psychology, but I'm going to tell y'all something. Boys and girls are different.
Yes.
Take this. Because I was kind of lulled into a false sense of security when we had our daughter first, if you can follow along with me. Because even my pregnancies were different. With our daughter, who we had first, there's this book called What to Expect When You're Expecting Conception and Beyond. Our daughter, being an A-type firstborn perfectionist, read along with me in utero. So when it came time for her to be born, I knew exactly what was going on because she did what the book said. It was classic. Also, remember this word, even if you don't have any children, pass it on to people. Epidural. Write it down. Okay, because I had one of those, and my daughter's birth experience was like a Zen garden. Flower petals fell from the sky. There was flute music. It was beautiful. The nurse came over and looked at the little machine and said, "Your contractions are getting kind of Eddie, would you like to push? I said, sure. So 1, 2, 3, ta-da! There she was. And she was so cute. She was pink. She was tiny. She said, oh, she made little noises. And the doctor said, oh my God, it has to be a girl because she's just so beautiful. And Bob and I went, oh, we're going to have 12 kids. But then,
You said no.
2 years later, we had little Bobby.
Oh.
As Marissa's birth had been a Zen garden, I went into labor with Bobby. Pains got down to 5 minutes apart. It was a Friday. I remember it like yesterday. And then Bobby forgot what he was doing. He got tired, bored, and took Saturday off. But started right back up where he left off at 5 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. As Marissa's birth had been in Zen garden with flower petals and flute music, Bobby's birth was apocalypse now. A lot of screaming, a lot of yelling, a lot of things crashing, me begging for drugs, which I got none. I remember Bobby being wrestled out by the doctor. And the first thing that happened is he pulled his shoulders back, and I swear to God, I said, thank God he tucked and rolled. Thank you, Jesus. And the doctor said, you got your boy. And Bob said, well, thank God, because that's one ugly girl. But he's doing fine. Bobby's doing fine. You know, he's an accountant, and he's got enough money to buy pot, so everything's good. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I know you're not supposed to compare your children. But I did. So by the time little Bobby was 6 years old, I was convinced there was something terribly wrong with him. So we had him assessed, tested. $2,000 non-refundable by a psychologist that had an uncanny resemblance to Stephen King. Psychologist told us 2 things. He said, yep, little Bobby is a boy. We said we had suspected this from the onset. Second thing they told us is little Bobby has a high IQ. We said, good to know, because his behavior hasn't changed a bit, but we do have papers now. And I'll tell y'all something. Medication can be a godsend. They wouldn't give little Bobby nothing, but the stuff I'm taking sure makes life a lot easier. Jesus loves me, this I know, because he gave me Lexapro. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Thank you. And the man who made that all possible was my beloved Bob. My beloved Bob is 10 years older than I am. And we've been married 33 fun-filled years. Thank you, thank you. Because I'm going to tell you, when we first got married, it was great for me. It was fabulous. He had a car. He had an apartment. He had a job. He had a 401k. It was great. It was great. It was great. But, y'all, after 33 fun-filled years, Bob seems to be falling apart. It happens. It happens. First, his back went out. He complained for 3 years. Literally. So then we got back surgery. So he's fixed now, so that's good. Then he got frozen shoulder in both shoulders at the same time. So we had to get him shots. And living here in Florida, he had to have this little piece of his nose cut off. It happens. So he walked around looking like Rudolph for a month. The other night, he comes walking into the bedroom. And he says, I think I'm getting bunions on both feet. I said, dude, I swear to God. One more thing and I'm having you put down. Yeah. But, you know, I love him. I'm keeping him about the naked thing. I don't want to get naked in front of nobody.
It's all good.
Anytime you're with somebody for that length of time, I know it's just been a year, so you guys are, but it can get a little monotonous. Just a little monotonous, especially during the pandemic when we were spending that quality 24/7 time together. And it was during that time that I felt the need to spice up our love life. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I went online. I ordered a naughty leather and lace bustier. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like a corset that you wear. It's a bustier. Okay. But I got some advice for y'all. It's mostly for you youngins. Mostly for you youngins. If you decide to go online and order something of a personal nature, don't order it from China. Some of y'all know. Some of you, there is a slight sizing discrepancy between the United States and China. There is. For instance, when my size large Chinese bustier arrived, I looked at it and thought, ain't no way it's going to fit on this size large American body. But it was so dang cute. It was so dang cute. I said, I can get in there. I think I can get in there. So I wedged myself into that bustier. Y'all are thinking of a visual at this point, which I know y'all are. Y'all familiar with those biscuits that come in the tube? Wow.
Definitely me.
That's what happened. That's what I got. Wasn't what I wanted, but that's what I got. I expanded, it contracted. Something shifted during flight, I'll tell you that much. And I was trapped in that bustier, and I was running out of oxygen. So I had to go waddling into the kitchen. Bob looked at me and said, "My God, what have you done to yourself?" I said, "Shut up and help me." I know, bless his heart. Bless my heart. Now, he was under pressure. He's in the kitchen. And I'm leaning over the island going, I hear banging and clanging and all this stuff going on behind me. Well, y'all, he found a pizza cutter. He sliced up the back of that bustier. That sucker went flying across the room. Took out the dog, scared the hell out of the cat, and basically demolished the sliding glass door onto the lanai. It was pitiful. But I'll be honest, I was getting too big. I was just getting too big, y'all. Y'all heard about the quarantine 15? That's how you gain 15 pounds because you're quarantined. I'm an overachiever. Yes, I am. I gained the quarantine 50. Which put me in a quandary because then I either have to gain 50 more to get the gastric bypass surgery. You know it's true, you gotta be 100 pounds overweight or they're gonna look at you. Or I had to lose 30 pounds to get any clothing on my own. And I didn't know whether I had the wherewithal to do that. But yeah. But I'm gonna probably end with this one I'll share with y'all. From this time last year, I have lost 30 pounds. And I had to get in my clothes to do stuff. And I work for a university. I work for the University of South Florida. And even for a year or so, for quite a while after the pandemic, if you could, they wanted you to work remotely or virtually. And my department could do that. So for quite a while, I was just a floating head, like on a Zoom or a Teams meeting. So when I went back to work live and in person, they were all really impressed. And they all came up and they said, "Tara, what is your secret? How did you lose that weight?" And I say, "It's no secret. I just stopped eating like a pig." And now I work out occasionally. And to a person, they all reacted exactly the same way. They said, "Well, I don't want to do that." So as a comedian, I realized I was answering them incorrectly. So now when they say, "Tara, how did you lose that weight?" I say, everybody huddle up. Huddle up, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Everybody come on up here, huddle up. I say, this is what I do. I said, I wait till around midnight. And then I strip down buck naked. Then I go out behind the house to the pond, and I run around that sucker 13 times, so winging a chicken over my head. Oh my God, then they get so excited. Did I mention I work at a university, a place of learning? They start taking notes. They're like, woo. Now, do I have to go at midnight, or can I go a little earlier? Do I have to be buck naked, or can I wear flip-flops? Is that sucker a live chicken, or can I get it at Publix? That's why I love people. I love y'all, all y'all. But of course, the person I love the most in this world is Bob. And I'll leave you with this one. It just harkens me back to the day, y'all, when Bob and I was first in love. And I would walk out naked in front of him. All provocative. And he would say, now I walk out naked in front of Bob. And he says, aren't you cold? Thank y'all so much for coming. We really appreciate it. Thank you for the service. Here comes Marty. See, I broke the microphone too, so there you go.
I was not the only one to break the microphone. Yay! Hey, let's hear for Tara Zimmerman. Back up for Sean Harper. And now we have my favorite part of the evening. We give away stuff. Yay! All right, has everyone got your tickets? You got your tickets? Well, let's see. The first, I'll show my age. 421-85-912. Who said here? Come on up.